full-time graduate student at Bowling Green State University. Today I'll be talking about VoiceThread. Have any of you heard of VoiceThread? Or actually created a VoiceThread?
Long time ago,
Long time ago?
so I need a refresher.
Good. Well, you've come to the right place. So, VoiceThread. So what are VoiceThreads? They are a cloud-based application that allows the users to upload many different types of media. So you can upload images, pictures, videos, documents, anything that you want to upload. And you upload all of these images into one central place where you can then have conversations and discussions with friends, classmates, whoever. So getting started, all you do is you visit the website, voicethread.com. Do you guys have you signed in or registered at all?
I did in the past,
In the past?
you know, it's been a while, so.
Well, registering, all you need to provide is your first and last name and then an email and a password. And then you can sign in and begin creating VoiceThreads. So it's very, very simple. And then how to create VoiceThreads. So once you have signed into your account, you hover your mouse over your email address, and it's usually in the top right-hand corner, and you select create. However, there's also another button in this corner, and it's in between the browse and MySpace. So all you do is click create, and then that's your first step. So click one upload button. There's 4 different sources you can upload your media to. You can find your media through your computer, a media source, a URL, or a webcam. So once you've uploaded everything, then you can even organize your pictures or videos, whatever you have, organize them in the spots that you'd like. So once you have uploaded everything, you go to step 2, where you can make comments on each slide. So I usually do the voice record or actually just type what I want to say. I don't do the telephone. I don't know if you've ever done the telephone. No, I've never done the telephone either. And there's also a webcam, but I don't like seeing myself on camera, so I'd rather just type it or just voice record it. And then the last step, once you have made all your comments and everything else, you go to number 3 where you share your button. There's 2 options. You can make your VoiceThread public, so anybody can see it on whoever has VoiceThread, or you can select individual groups or contacts below, and that's the more private. So this would be great for if you did it as a class. The next one, I also wanted to just talk about the pros and cons of VoiceThread. So first, the pros is that there obviously is a variety of ways to comment on VoiceThreads. Like I had said before, you have the telephone, computer, microphone, webcam, or you can type. And secondly, there are easy to read instructional manuals, user guides, and tutorial programs to assist you with any of the VoiceThread features. And at your seat, there's a packet of how to create a VoiceThread. So if we don't get to number 3 on my list, you guys can have that if you ever wanted to create one yourself. And then the last one, it's web-based, so there's no software. You don't have to install anything or download anything. For the cons of VoiceThread, it's the inability to allow multiple users to have access to the same account. So if you did want your students, they would all have to have their own login. Obviously, technical issues. Uploading can be slow with unknown or predictable time limits. I had that yesterday happen to me. I uploaded 20 photos for one of my VoiceThreads I am going to show you today, and it took forever and ever. Like half an hour, I just shut off my computer and re-uploaded everything. But I recommend, if that does happen to you, just to do 3 or 4 pictures at a time instead of all 20 at the same time. It was a lot faster. And then the last one, obviously your accounts are free. However, if you go over 2 gigabytes of space, then that's when they will charge you. So you constantly have to monitor your storage space. So simply delete VoiceThread if you don't need them anymore. And then this is just my reference page. And these are just this is where this is where I found the packet. All you do is go to voicethread.com and then about, you would drop down to guides, and then it'll show you all these little different guides in the PDF where you can use them. There is my Prezi, and then we can get to voice threads now. Alright, I made 2 examples of voice threads. The first one I'm going to show you is one that I actually just made for class this past week. For my class that I'm in right now, Reading and Technology, all of us had to make a voice thread. So mine was on 21st century skills. And then I will show you at the end all of my classmates' comments on my voice thread. So I'm just going to briefly let you hear. I voice recorded my voice. I didn't do any typing. So here's the first.
What are 21st century skills?
That a lot of
21st century learning skills are
have the
developed
actual
through
picture
time.
if you want to.
Students will be able to develop skills in a wide variety of
Mine just had like a
technology
little
uses or
microphone.
digital media. During that time, students will be prepared for the challenges that technology, work, and life bring.
And usually if you just let it go, it should go to the next one. Yes. So.
These 21st century skills and themes need to be incorporated into the classroom more often.
And then also, I'll stop this for a second.
To learn more about 21st century,
I took a screenshot of the website that I found some of my things out for the classmates. So when they look at this website, they'll know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you have a Mac. You don't have a Mac. If you have a Mac, it's really easy to Command-Shift-4, correct? Okay, Command-Shift-4, and you can easily take a picture of whatever you want to take on the website.
skills, visit New Technologies and 21st Century
So this is
Skills
one of the
website.
websites I had them
This
look at.
website explores
And then,
own electronic devices
here's
into
the
the classroom.
BYOD.
Students are allowed to bring smartphones, tablets, laptops, and any other technological device. Integrating BYOD demonstrates appropriate uses of 21st century technology tools and skills. These are the skills students need to learn in order to use in the future.
And then the next 2 slides, I have the other 2 little websites.
Learn how one high
And I
school
had them
allows
put
students to
information
bring
on.
their own devices.
This one,
In addition, learn how
and then there's another picture I had them explore.
Here's an infographic I found on components of a 21st century classroom. Use the zoom
Yes,
in and
on
out
voice
line
thread,
to
you
explore
can
the
zoom up
integration of
and out.
technology in a classroom. See if you learned something new.
So wherever you want them to look at, they can zoom in and out. And then here are the questions that I had my classmates
Here are some
answer.
questions I would like you to think
And on the
about
side, you
after
can see
you've
all of
read
my
the articles
classmates.
and looked at the website.
They answer the question.
Do you think educators are ready to teach 21st century skills to students in the classroom? Why or why not? What types of 21st century skills do you use in your classroom or have used in the past? What are the pros and cons of as BYOD? Do you like the idea of students bringing their own device to school? Why or why not?
And then here's kind of
Hello, my name is Amy
It's kind
Coleman,
of- I don't
and
know if
I
it was
am
from our
applying to
computer,
Valley's
but
Livingston
she
Voice
is
Thread.
doing the voice
So
recording.
she asks, are educators
So,
ready
and then
to
you
teach
click on
21st
here.
century skills, and why or why?
And then she did the text, so she answered my questions by typing. And then this yes, she did the text as well, and she, I think, did it wrong. 'Cause her voice wasn't recorded, I don't know if she didn't realize. And then these 2 people, she did the text and,
Do you think educators are ready to teach 21st century?
so that's what you'll see when, throughout your voice thread, when you want your students or whoever to answer questions, their little pictures or little icons will pop up. So then the next one is my favorite. Great. All right, the next one is one of my favorite children's books, Where the Wild Things Are. And
Listen to the story.
this could be
Where
done
the wild
as
things
a,
are. Story and pic.
you could do is on class, what you could do with one of your students. You pick up one of your favorite children's books, and you actually read the story to them. And with VoiceThread, all you have to do is push play, and you can walk away and do something with the other students, or do stuff with your own work, and they can listen to the whole story. And during the middle of the book, you'll see that I have questions during reading questions for them. And then at the very end, there's like 4 comprehension questions. And all your students can answer all of those. And I have directions for them, so they shouldn't have any problem. So here,
Pictures by Maurice Sendak. And answer questions during and after the story.
and I found all my pictures online. There is actually an ebook where I
The night
snapshotted all the
Max wore his
pictures from the
boot suit
story.
and made mischief
then I
of
read the
one
story.
kind.
So,
And another.
I'll skip a couple of things. You don't have to.
That very night in Max's room, Anne grew.
So if they don't get one finished, they can come back to the page where they were.
But right now,
and
I'm
grew
just
until the
reading
ceiling
the
hung with
story.
vines, and the
And
walls
that's
became the world all
Where
around.
the wild things are, there's 3 pictures that don't have any text on them. So that's where I brought in some questions for them to answer. So,
And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max.
see if I can find them.
And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws.
Let me find those questions.
And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Describe what Max and the wild things are doing. Post your comments on this slide. You can voice record, type, or use the webcam.
So there's one way that they would then post their comments on this particular slide. And then you don't even have to, you can grade it and look at them later. You don't have to look at them right then and there, so that's what's nice about that. And then here's the next one where I have them answer
Describe
something.
this illustration in 5 words or less. For example, you could say, they are swinging on branches. Post your comments on this slide. You can voice record, type, or use the webcam.
And then the third one that has them.
How do you think the wild things feel about Max being king of all wild things? Post your comments on this slide. You can voice record, type, or use the webcam.
So I don't know if it's going to, but usually you just click the comment button. I don't know if it will work. And then there's your choices that they can choose from. So it's very simple. All you do is just, I don't have a keyboard, but.
Now stop, Max said.
I think the Chromebooks have a microphone that they can record from, like the netbooks.
They don't, no. And I was meaning to look, but I don't know if you could do this on the iPad. I would assume you could do a voice on the iPad. But, because you have iPads for the kids, correct? So, there's something that they can just do it right at their seat. So, and then let's just go to the end where the questions are. And then here's the comprehension questions for them. Maybe. There we go.
4 questions to consider after listening to the voice thread on Where the Wild Things Are. Question number 1. During the story, it said, one night a forest grew in Max's room. Do you think the forest was real? Why or why not? Question number 2. What costume is Max wearing throughout the story? Question number 3. Why would Max's mom call him a wild thing? And question number 4. Was Max's journey real or was it a dream? What clues from the story help you determine if it was real or a dream?
See that, I think I can make a comment on my own one. So, Max was wearing the wolf costume. And then all you do is click save, and it should, yep, right there. So then your student's picture or icon, whatever they're wanted to use, will show up next to their name. And it should even say Abby. It's very simple, very easy to follow. So those are just my 2 examples. I'm actually just going to log myself out and go step by step with you. So you'll visit voicethread.com and you'll either register or sign in. Alright, so once you're signed in, come over here and click create. And number 1 would be your upload button. Then here's your 5 little icons, my computer, media sources, URL, or my webcam. Once you have uploaded your photos, whatever you're using, they will show up right here. And then that is where you can organize everything where you want it, from beginning to end. Sorry that it did not work. Then once you have uploaded everything, you comment, then you can share it. A little icon will come up and say, would you like to make it public or private? And that is where you choose your, would you like it public or private? It's shared all the way at the end. I like this little PDF file because it does show you everything. Since I wasn't able to create a voicethread with you today, this will show you how to actually create one yourself. Right, so do you guys have any questions?
If I have any questions while I'm trying this, can I email you?
First. Yep. It really is simple. You just have to sign into an account or make an account, whichever you have, and then you will move your mouse over your email, or you can just click create, and then these 3 simple steps, and all you do is follow 1, 2, 3, upload, comment, share, and then you have a VoiceThread. So sorry that my VoiceThread. I was really looking forward to creating one, but guess I didn't.
Well, that was part of your cons, and so
It was part of my cons.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
Very good.
No? Okay.
It was quite a few years ago that I made, but they were fun.
Were
The
they-
kids enjoyed it.
So you've actually done them with kids?
With high school kids, actually. And we came over here to the library over here to create them, but I had a few more snafus than what you had, because at that time, the kids did not have Gmail accounts already. So we had to make these fictitious email accounts and have it done so that they could get it done in one day and then see it and then delete it or thing. So, but now it'll be easier since the kids already have Gmail.
They already have Gmail accounts, so all you have to do is get their email and address, or password right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Very
Yeah.
good.
All right, and if you could just fill out these evaluation forms for me.